How's it going, Twitch? My name is Skull, and on behalf of East Asia Soft, welcome to today's stream. Today, I'm playing a game called Purpose 1951. I can only imagine what this game is like. I don't know, just something about the name of the game and the look of the background image there leads me to believe that it's one of those walking simulator things that I've played before. I guess we'll see if I'm wrong. Hi, Dim. Go ahead and lurk away. Let's go ahead and hop into it. So this will be coming out later this week on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. That's right, it is a 9th gen exclusive. It only took us, what, 5 years? The purpose of the game is 1951 something. I'm trying to think what happened in 1951. There's a lot of really interesting things that happened in 52. I'll go ahead and look this up for my own interest. My own curiosity. Let's see. Oh, big. The Treaty of Paris. The Treaty of San Francisco. The 1951 eruption of Mount Lamington. Huh. The 22nd Amendment is ratified, limiting the presidents to 2 terms. A lot of cool stuff happened, actually, in 1951. Okay, well, I wonder if any of that has anything to do with this game. My guess is no. Options. Language. English, French, German, Spanish. Subtitle. I'll turn it on. Yes. Audio, yeah. Video, yeah. Controls. Yep. Wait a minute. There's an extras menu here. Oh, with the credits. Yeah, it's a walking simulator. I recognize that name anywhere. Hey, Tongok, if you are watching this, I'm very willing to be a voice in a game for you. It would be very interesting to voice a game and then play the game that I'm a voice in to an audience. That would be weird, interesting, all that stuff. Anyway. Hello, Jihal. How are you doing? Let's go. Purpose, 1951. The oracles of this continent have no vision of life or death. They foresee the things in between. Was that a rat? That was a rat. Chapter 1, Medical Facility. Oh, that's awesome. Hello, Explorer. This is your first time chatting. Hi, how are you doing? Improving from game to game. Good to know. Barely an hour. Well, I'm going to have to take my sweet time playing this, huh? I've played quite a few of his walking simulators, and each of them has been kind of bizarre. I guess we'll see how this one goes.
I'm on this winding path one last time. One last time.
This is very pretty.
Let me explain why.
Look at all these autumn colors. Oh, wow. This is actually very beautiful. You're French Canadian. Oh, bonjour. Hey, I got a trophy. The Explainer. Open the Explainer box. What kind of trophies we got? You need to open up all the boxes, and you need to finish 3 puzzles and finish the game. Got it. Well, I can't interact with that, so... Okay. Made the game with Unreal Engine 5. Yep, not surprised. When they said that it was exclusive to PS5 and Xbox Series systems, I pretty much knew it must have been Unreal Engine 5.
It all began when I graduated
good.
the medical faculty. As I walked across the stage to receive my diploma, the mayor's eyes seemed to follow me. From that day on, He made an effort to attend every event or ceremony related to my career as a doctor.
Ah, such beauty. Alright, well, already off to a great start. The game looks so pretty. I'm trying to think the last time I was out in nature and it looked this good. Probably when I still lived in Texas. You gave it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for a walking simulator. Alright, well, now I'm excited to play this. Oh, look at that. I don't have HDR on this display, but I imagine with HDR this looks pretty good.
Voices and beaming
if there is
smiles.
HDR enabled, of course.
Despite our busy schedules, we promised to catch up more often now that I'd graduated.
You got a mountain way off there in the distance. This is... What does this remind me of? It kind of reminds me of the foothills in Colorado. Yeah, there's a guy bicycling over there. And then disappearing. Sir, I don't think that disappearing is healthy. Oh, there's the remnants of a little path here. That's cool. Got a lamppost. I've seen Narnia. I know what happens next. And the music isn't that bad either. It's not distracting in the least. It's just really pleasant.
As I entered my first job as a doctor, I was full of hope and ambition. The hospital was located in a small town, far from the bustling city that I was used to. But it didn't matter to me, as long as I could put my medical knowledge and skills into practice.
Yeah, there you go, Dim. This is the perfect lurking game.
But reality hit me hard. The hospital was understaffed and underfunded. The equipment was outdated and the working conditions were poor. Patients came in with various illnesses, some easily cured with proper treatment, while others were too severe for us to handle.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Who in the world are you? Oh, we got a little bench. I can't interact with any of this. Oh, yes, I can. I can approach it anyway. Hello, statue person. I come in peace. You apparently come in pieces. My apologies. Can't say I've ever been walking around in nature and come across a random statue like that before. Any statues I see like that
I remember one day
in cities
when a
or in
young girl
museums.
came in with a high fever and difficulty breathing. She needed urgent care, but we didn't have the necessary equipment or medication to treat her. We did our best to stabilize her condition, but she passed away before we could transfer her to a better equipped hospital.
Well, that's disappointing. Oh, it's a little bear. Hello. Aww. Oh, that's so cute. I mean, its stuffing is all poured out and it's got blood all over it, but cute. I don't think I got any way of increasing my movement speed. It's just go full stick or half stick. I wonder what the guy on the bike represents. Constantly pedaling forward. Look at that mountain. That is majestic.
That incident haunts me to this day. It made me realize the harsh reality of our healthcare system. How many lives could be saved if only we had access to better resources?
Now we got another box. Wait, is this a dead end? The realizer. Oh, I get it. The box. It's like a miniature Pandora's box. We come across a box every time we come to a new realization, a new step in our mental process. Patrick Saint. Hey, I'm pretty sure the Saint goes for Saint Patrick. We got a day celebrating him. You dress in green and get pinched. That is a skippable, that's a missable box, and I'm going to guess that there's quite a few of these trophies that are missable. So I'm going to, since the game is so short, I'm going to try and take the time to make sure I pick up everything if I can. Hi, Andrea. Hello, frogs. Or are you toads? Got warts. I don't know how to narrow it down further than that. Got some clouds now. Make everything look a lot more gloomy. I'm sure that's on purpose. Oh, frogs. Please tell me I'm not going back the way I came. That's the number one thing I wish these kinds of games had is, oh God, am I going the right way? I wish that they had a mini-map that you could pull up.
One day, as Rosie entered the hospital lobby to visit me, she couldn't help but notice the gleaming glass and marble walls, a stark contrast to the outdated equipment and overworked staff. She shook her head in frustration as she thought about the government's priorities.
Who's Rosie? Have we heard about Rosie yet? Wife, girlfriend, sister, just administrative supervisor, friend, villain. What is it about Rosie? Do we know anything about her? This still looks pretty though. Very, very beautiful. Look at that. It's like a volcano. I think that might be a volcano. You see the rim? I think that might be a volcano.
She thought back to her childhood with me, when we would play doctor together in our makeshift clinic made out of cardboard boxes.
That sounds lewd.
Even then, we had big dreams of making a difference in people's lives through medicine.
So at the very least, a childhood friend. Oh, we got two directions we can go. I'm going to go this way. Ah, worth it. The player. All right, we haven't missed anything yet. Look at all these frogs. Aw, they're so happy. Just jumping around, enjoying life. Or are they toads? Okay. What's the difference between a frog and a toad? Okay, these are most likely frogs because toads prefer to get around by crawling instead of hopping. The more you know. Also, toads have a ride at Disneyland. Go that way, huh? Well, now I need to go this way just to make sure I didn't miss anything. You copy and pasted that from Google search results, didn't you, Dim? That's the exact same wording as what I just came up with. Also, this cart is floating in midair. I wish I could harness that kind of power. Well, I appreciate it, Dim. Always here to look out for me.
But as she grew older, Rosie realized that not everyone had access to proper health care like we did. Some families couldn't afford to seek medical help until it was too late, while others were turned away from hospitals due to lack of funds or resources.
Well, I don't know how it works in Europe, but in the United States, if you go into a hospital, you will get treated, whether you can afford to or not. That is something that they like have to make very, very clear. And something that's kind of a misconception is that if you don't have health insurance, they won't treat you. You go in, and the people, like the doctors and nurses and stuff, they'll get you whatever you need to keep you alive, and they'll figure out the payment stuff later. For all of our flaws in our health insurance system and in our health care system, that is not one of them. If you go to a hospital, they will treat you. And don't get me wrong, we do have plenty of flaws. It's a very sore topic. It's a very annoying topic, but there you go. Just, you know. It's just a little PSA in case anyone needs it. Cool. Is this one of the sky puzzles? Sure looks like it to me. Do we need to stand in a specific spot? Oh, wait, yeah, okay, we need to stand in a spot where all of these...
It all began when I graduated the medical faculty.
There we go. Ooh, this is cool. We actually get to see pictures inside.
My childhood friends Rosie and Sam were also there.
Childhood friend. Houston, we have a relationship status.
As I entered my first job as a doctor, I was full of hope and ambition.
That was simple. 5 years ago. What in the world? Oh, we're on a bike. I'm sure those are meant to be birds, but it sounds like somebody yelling, "Help! Help! Help! Help!"
My lungs heaving with each sharp inhale. It's moments like these that cleanse not just my body, but my very soul.
The edge of a lake is not a good place to go biking. The soil's just going to suck the wheels down and... yeah. Oh well, it's very nature-esque. It's very pretty.
I've worked hard to get here. Finished school, found a wonderful wife, and I can't help but thank the universe for how lucky I am. But it's not about me anymore. It's about all the lives I'll save through my career. The thought alone brings tears to my eyes.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of people who become doctors and surgeons and stuff for the money, but I think the vast majority of them really do want to do it to save lives and make people well. They're a lot smarter than I am, I'll say that. My wife took nursing in school, and the very first day, she was required to memorize something like 100 common phrases in the medical field, and I couldn't remember more than 10 of them. She needed to learn that before the next class, and she had to know them like by heart by the end of the week.
As I ride around the lake, the sun glinting off its
I'm not that
surface
smart.
takes my breath away. The beauty of this moment is almost overwhelming. My serotonin levels skyrocketing as I take in the magnificent view.
This is a magnificent view. Kind of reminds me of Yellowstone or Glacier National Park in Montana. This kind of nature is just really, really beautiful. Oh, we're under a cloud again. Well, he is breathing heavily. So is this a story that takes place in the year 1951? To be fair, in 1951, I have to assume that medicine was a little different than it is now, almost 75 years later. So a lot of things that would have killed people back then are very curable and treatable now. I mean, heck, there's a lot of stuff that was considered deadly only 10, 20 years ago that now you can live with and have a long and healthy life. You know, medicine changes over time and treatment changes over time.
With each deep breath, I feel alive and invigorated, grateful for the ability to experience such joy and freedom on this ride.
Oh, we just went completely around the lake. Okay, cool. Wait, did we? Kind of hard to tell. Is there more than one house, perhaps? It's really hard to tell.
Somebody better grab an extinguisher, because I am literally on fire.
There's a fire over there. 2 houses, got it. Oh, and fade to black. Chapter 2, Mayor's Son. How are you supposed to get up there?
The one I mentioned earlier.
What
was
in the
actually
world?
mayor's son. His family had strong ties to the mob. One night, he got into a heated altercation with the rival mob leader's son over a girl.
The houses here make no sense. How are you supposed to get into them? Or get out of them?
Unfortunately, things escalated and he ended up in my surgery room. Initially, everything appeared to be progressing well during the surgery. However, his body had an unexpected reaction to the medications used. His CRP levels began to rise uncontrollably, and I was at a loss as to why this was happening. I looked up at the clock. Every second felt like an eternity. The weight of responsibility weighed heavily on my shoulders. Not just because he was the mayor's son, but because I had promised to save lives.
This looks like a detour. Is there a box over here? Oh. Maybe this way's the detour. This way's the detour. That's the opposite of what I would have expected. Give me the box. What's in this box? The Promiser. I have not yet missed a box. I need to be on the lookout for the replier. If I find the loser, I've gone too far. Although, I guess if I want to find a loser, all I need to do is look in a mirror. I do not want to miss any of these boxes. Wow, these are... what in the world? It's just some random... oh, it's just the lighting. Okay, it's meant to be red, but if you look at it from this angle, it's black. Interesting. I wonder if there's any real-world that... I feel like there is. That just triggered some far-off memory from... what in the world was that? Was that a coyote? That triggered some far-off memory from my childhood. Like 25 years ago. I don't know.
I knew that I would be held accountable for Sam's death, even though it was beyond my control. The pressure from both sides intensified, and soon enough, my career was under threat.
Ah, man, that's a really harsh shade of red. That kind of hurts to look at. Now, the good news is it looks like the boxes aren't exactly hidden. It's just when there's a fork in the road, they're on one end, and then you have to go the other to continue the main story.
The pressure from Sam's family and the rival mob leader's family reached a boiling point. They were both demanding answers and were not satisfied with my explanation that it was just an unforeseen reaction to the medication. Things were about to get ugly.
He said just. The word just was not in there. Don't know if that's a copy-paste error or if the voice actor went off script there for a second, but there you have it. Oh, is it starting to rain? It's more like a drizzle. This almost kind of looks like a public park. Because it's this nice trail with all these lamps outside of what looks like a metroplex.
Rumors began circulating about my involvement with the mob, and accusations flew left and right. My superiors called me into their office and demanded an explanation.
Making sure there's no branch paths here. Doesn't look like it. Oh, for anyone curious, the game is running at a locked 60 FPS. I just broadcast at 30 for everyone's sake, essentially. Whoop. That would be my webcam. So basically, Twitch does not allow for you to watch a 60 FPS stream at 30 FPS unless you downgrade the resolution. So since a lot of our viewers don't have the best internet, we just broadcast at 1080p 30 so that the most amount of people will be able to enjoy it. But I try and make a point of saying if a game is 60 or not, and this one is, and it's locked. I've not seen a single frame drop. Although PlayStation 5, a native Unreal Engine 5 game, a walking simulator at that, I have a hard time imagining this would this would struggle in any way. Oh, it's a giant rabbit. That thing was a
How could they think that saving lives was a mere risk to me? But I knew that any outburst would only make things worse. I did everything in my power, I replied calmly, trying to keep my emotions in check. But deep down, I knew that this wasn't just about Sam's death anymore.
It's about to get even worse than life or death. It's about to get political. I am not looking forward to the next 3 weeks. Politics sucks. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do 3 weeks from now. I'm going to go to my local, what are they called? Poll? I'm going to go to my local place where I can vote. I am going to vote I'm going to come here, I'm going to stream like normal, then I'm going to go to the living room and watch Steven Spielberg's Lincoln, and then I'm going to go to bed. That is my plan for Election Day. Because the last thing I want to do is think about stressing out over stuff beyond my control. Here's another box. Please be the one I need. Please be the one I need. I don't want the loser. Do not give me the loser. Let's go! Now I need the loser. Again, I could just look in a mirror. Oh, wait, what is this? Another fork? No. No, this is where I came from. Okay.
Maybe all those years of studying and working hard meant nothing in this world where politics trumped everything else.
Politics sucks.
I sighed heavily as I walked back to my office. The wind chime outside tinkled softly, offering a brief moment of solace before reality came crashing back down again.
I hate politics. Anyone who actually likes politics... I shouldn't say that. I like reading about political history. I like looking at the political process, the structure, all that stuff. That kind of stuff is cool. But having people just get up on stage and spout whatever lies they need to get enough votes to win, why does anyone ever enjoy doing that? How does anyone ever find that fun? I'd rather hear a hard truth than a convenient lie. We set? This looks correct. Why is nothing triggering? Oh, there we go. I was just a little bit off. And now we wait.
Things escalated and he ended up in my surgery room. I knew that I would be held accountable for Sam's death. The next day, rumors began circulating about my involvement with the mob.
Okay, that's number 2. There's 3 of those puzzles total, and 2 more boxes to find, and I guess that'll be it. Yeah, a 1-hour game indeed. You guys aren't here to talk about politics. You guys aren't here to listen to me talk about politics. I will simply leave it at politics sucks. Because when politics sucks, everyone's a loser. Hear, hear. Ooh, I love that jazz music. Let's just jam out to this for a second. I have to stretch this stream out because otherwise I'm going to be done in like 10 minutes and I don't want that. This is pretty fun music, I won't lie. This is like a noir setting right here. Dim with the fun jazz music, old city street.
My wife, Rosie, was a force to be reckoned with. She was a successful real estate broker and also happened
Did this
to
just turn into a semi-open world?
Her connections and charm made her a formidable figure in our community.
Also confirmed, Rosie's his wife. You heard Dim. If you're gonna have to tell me when I said Dim, because I don't know. When did I say that? What was the sentence? Oh, I could appreciate them taking the time to put something in behind these windows. Just talk about jazz. Ah. Yeah, I could appreciate them putting something in here, even if it's just a flat texture over and over. It makes it feel just a little bit more alive, and it makes it feel like they put just a little bit more effort into making the game.
Her manicured nails tapped nervously on the tabletop. Her well-coiffed hair hiding the creases of worry on her forehead.
Can I pause this? Shoot, I can't.
I know this sounds like a terrible thing to say about my future wife, but despite her charming smile and smooth words, a nagging doubt lingered in the air about her true intentions.
Okay, I took a picture of that because I'm going to read it again. If I could figure out how to... Where do I go to see my screenshots? I don't remember. How do I check my screenshots? I don't remember. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna go this roundabout way here. Here, I'm gonna prove just how much of a noir this sounds like. Here we go. Lower that a little. Here we go. Her manicured nails tapped nervously on the tabletop, her well-coiffed hair hiding the crease of worry on her forehead. I know this sounds like a terrible thing to say about my future wife, but despite her charming smile and smooth words, a nagging doubt lingered in the air about her true intentions. There, I just wanted to prove a point. I'm stretching this out, man. Okay. Oh, the music just completely went away. Is this the hospital? It looks like a hospital. This is a dead end. This is a dead end. Okay. Going to be wandering around here for a while, I guess. And the music's gone. Is it?
Despite this,
because
we had formed a close bond over the years in our small town. As the sun set on my day shifts, Rosie and I would often escape to the nearby theaters, surrounded by the quaint charm of our community. The warmth of nostalgia filled every moment we spent together, creating cherished memories.
Authorized personnel, only my foot. Okay, I think this is a closed off area, and it's just whatever, like, we take a specific amount of steps before the next thing, before the next sentence triggers. I think that's what is happening here. Because we've pretty much walked everywhere, and I haven't really seen anywhere else to go.
One night, as we sat at the dinner table, Rosie brought up the topic of starting a family. I could see the excitement in her eyes as she spoke about our future children. But all I could feel was fear. Fear of not being able to provide for them or protect them in this dangerous world we live in.
I think that's the number one reason people aren't having kids these days. Simply can't afford them. Yep, that's exactly what was going on. We just had to wander around until we... Chapter 3, Propaganda. Where is this? How are we in here? This is different. I like that fire. That's a cool looking fire. Follow the torches, I guess. Rosie is his wife, now we know.
It seemed that Sam's father, the mayor, had mob connections, and promptly used them against me. The hospital was obligated to let me go, especially after they organized some incidents that
I think it's obliged, not obligated.
Favor. Things turned ugly.
That's a
They
fox!
sullied my name all over, and I couldn't find a job anywhere after that.
That's straight up a fox. Okay, this is the perfect opportunity for me to share a story with you guys. So, I go out for a walk as often as I can, several times a week. It's a walk. My city has a lot of walkways, and I wouldn't call it particularly nature-esque, but it's also not suburban or anything. Anyway, I was out for my walk a week or two ago, and while I was on my way back, I hear this rustling in the bushes, and I think it's a squirrel. And it's a red fox. It darts out of the bushes and starts running along the sidewalk right up to me. I stop and I yell, "Holy crap!" And it's only then that the fox sees me and veers off. It's still running kind of towards me, but it veers off into the bushes to the left of me. It came so close to me that I could have reached out and petted it if I had wanted. I wouldn't have because I don't want to worry about rabies and stuff like that, but it was so crazy. Foxes are my favorite animal, and I've never seen one that close, and this was just a wild one that just happened to dart out in front of me one day while I was taking a walk. True story. Also, do they have the holy hand grenade? 3 shall be the number thou shalt count, not 2. Lest, of course, the next number be 3. 4 shall not be the number, only 3.
Shameless gossip was
5 is right out.
Town. And by the end, I'd lost touch with many
There's that fox
friend
again.
and
Hello.
family member. My relationship with Rosie was also inevitably broke down, and we broke up.
Man, Rosie broke up with you because of that. That's sad. Let's see, is there a box up here? There is! I could smell it. I can smell these secrets from a mile away. There we go. I'm a loser. I'm a loser. What trophies are left? The Thinker, the Taker, and the third skybox. We need to find the Thinker. If we get the Taker, we've gone too far. Good to know. Oh, it's the lake, but it's all foggy and depressing looking now.
The propaganda was relentless.
Frogs.
Rumors spread like wildfire.
Not
and my
toads.
once supportive community turned against me. I could feel the stares and whispers everywhere I went.
I think a lot of doctors, like surgeons, I think a lot of people in the medical field probably have to deal with, you know, somebody dying and the accusations that they didn't do enough. I'm sure for most of them, the guilt that they feel upon themselves is probably far worse than anything that anyone else could say or do to them. I do not envy them.
even worse, my former colleagues refused to speak up for me.
Fox again.
After the backlash from the mob and the mayor's office. It seems like everyone had turned their backs on me.
So we had first him following a bicyclist, and now we have him following a fox. Is there any relevance to that, or is it just a random way of telling you which direction you need to go? Foxes are often seen as mischievous and cunning and conniving. So I wonder if him following a fox means that there might actually be some truth to this. Or if it's him seeing everyone else's thinking that he's just...
With no job prospects...
I don't know. Now there's two foxes.
I was forced to sell my house and move into a small apartment on the other side of town. My parents were disappointed in me for losing my prestigious job and were ashamed of the rumors surrounding me. But the worst blow was, of course, what it did to me and Rosie. She couldn't handle the scandal surrounding my name, and didn't wish to risk her own reputation by continuing our association.
Wow. Some wife. I feel like part of the job of a spouse is to be there for your spouse, to stick up for them and to support them, and she's just like, no, this is going to ruin my reputation. I can't be around you. What an asshole.
Flooded my mind. How could she abandon me like this? After everything we had been through, it was like a dagger to my heart.
At that point, you might be better off without her, pal. Honestly. Like, I can't be around you. I can't even look like I liked you once. My career might suffer. That's your husband. Come on. If that is a bad take.
But as much as it hurt...
Oh, now there's 5 of them.
The propaganda against her was cruel and relentless.
More and more foxes the farther we go. What does it mean?
She deserved better than being with someone who was constantly being shamed and slandered.
I don't think it's a bad take. That's so messed up, man. Excuse me.
I thought about reaching out to her, begging for another chance. But I knew deep down that it wouldn't make a difference. The damage had been done and our relationship was beyond repair.
Alright, now this actually looks pretty close to a photograph. I mean, clearly it isn't, but if you were to just show me this at a glance, I might actually say, yeah, it might be. Man, Unreal Engine 5 can do some stuff. And they won't screw you over like Unity does. Oh man, hope that doesn't get me in trouble. Unity's devs. Okay, that was what I was getting at. What that one guy tried to do a year or two ago. That basically caused a ton of people to ditch Unity in favor of Unreal Engine. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm still going to assume that this takes place in the year 1951.
Searching for any job that would hire me, even if it meant starting at the bottom. But no one wanted to give me a chance. The mayor's influence seemed to reach every corner of our small town.
Politics sucks. This is a long and winding road, isn't it? Well, at least we're not seeing any weird imagery like the other walking simulators. I mean, we had that statue that one time and a bunch of rundown shacks, but otherwise this seems like a pretty normal place, like pretty average. You could convince me this was based off of a real place in the world sort of a thing. Just realized, are we following a dried up riverbed perhaps? That would explain the banks on both sides. Oh no, we got another sky puzzle. Please tell me that doesn't mean that I have missed. Oh wow. First try. Please tell me that doesn't mean I missed two boxes.
It seemed that Sam's father, the mayor, had mob connections. The hospital was obligated to let me go. But the worst blow was, of course, what it did to me and Rosie.
Interlude X. Is this the hospital? Aw, man.
The memory of that fateful day in the hospital is a constant, never-ending present in my mind.
So slow.
The hours were dark and chaotic, turning my life upside down in an instant.
Oh, there's that bear again. We can go a number of ways. Help. Hello, future me.
Amidst the madness and chaos, I found a moment of clarity as I gazed out the room. My eyes fell upon a personnel guy swiftly and furtively holding a small bottle in his pocket. It said cyan something on it. He looked at me and winked. Mr. Salieri sends his regards.
It wouldn't be October if we didn't have some horror. Yep, that's exactly what it is, Dwaggy Knight. I'm trying to find 2 last crates to get my platinum. Yeah, that was pretty close, I think. I think you were close. I don't think that was 100% correct, but you were close. Not sure what to do next. Well, yeah, I mean, it'll be in the credits. I've already rolled the credits, actually. Well, no, I haven't rolled it per se. Before I started the game, I went to the extras tab and the credits were already there, so I've seen his name already. So yes, I know that that's who did this. Do I have to go in here? Is that what's going on? Nope, I can't go any further than this. Can't go in there either. Do I have to look through that window, perhaps? Can't. Oh, I can't get in this room, although it looks like I should. I thought it was fading out. It's just the stuff out there. Boy, this is slow. Where am I supposed to go? I thought this was another one of those. Well, let me save right here just in case. can't get any closer than this, so that's as close as I can get there. Can't get any closer than this. I thought this would be another one of those just walk around until it moves me forward, but nothing is happening. And there's only so many places I could go. So you have save state saves. I mean, those are what is in this game, yes, but I haven't actually been making use of it. I've just been walking. What does this even say? It's too faint to read. 31M Pi, Marion Dinner, Ingrid something. June 27th? April? I don't know. I do not know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I feel like I'm supposed to go in here, but I can't open this door. Options. Controls. There's not an action button, so whatever is happening, I just need to walk into the right spot. Please tell me I haven't found a game-breaking bug where I can't progress for whatever reason. Wait. Is this a hallway over here? I think it is. Okay, somehow I haven't gone this way.
The sight sent shivers down my spine. A stark reminder of the dark lurking behind every corner. Even amidst the chaos, this image remains etched in my mind, haunting me endlessly.
Okay, we just keep walking. Oh, it faded out. Let's go.
So this is why I've been on this winding
Chapter
path.
4, The Purpose.
To put an end to the crushing weight of sadness that has plagued me by throwing myself off the edge of this cliff. The jagged rocks below taunt me, daring me to take the leap and release myself from it all.
Oh, that got dark really fast. I kind of wish they did too. It would be really easy to get lost and get turned around sometimes, and I wish it had a target indicator or a mini map or, you know, something just to let you know which way you're supposed to go. I got one more box I need to open and I get my platinum trophy. No, I missed it! Where was that?
The wind howls and
Hey, I
whips in my
volunteered to
hair
be a
and
voice
clothes,
actor if he needs one.
tugging me forward
If he
like
watches
an
this
eager
stream.
guide towards my ultimate destiny. The force of it's almost
How did I miss
tangible.
that? I checked everywhere, man.
A physical reminder of this journey that lies ahead. The wind carries with it a scent of salt, a reminder of the vast ocean just beyond the craggy cliffs. It fills my nostrils and stirs up a sense of adventure and determination.
Unless, of course, it's like just an
The
out
wind
of
tastes
place
pure,
trophy, and
untamed freedom.
I don't know. The
A
fact
rush
that
of
it has
cool
such a
air
low
that
collection
invigorates
rate
my
means that it
senses
probably
and
is
pushes me to
one
take
that
the
it's
leap
easy to
towards my
miss.
destiny. The gusts swirl around me, carrying with them the sense of earth, the echoes of the past travelers, and their stories. I take a deep breath, feeling both exhilarated and apprehensive as I step forward into the unknown.
Oh man, but what a view. Hey, there's that bicycle again.
The Personogai is etched into my mind, a symbol of death and betrayal. It must have been cyanide seeping through his veins like poison, planted by the rival mob to sabotage Sam's surgery. The memory haunts me, taunting me with the knowledge that I couldn't save him. And now, I'm left with nothing but shattered pieces of my former self.
I would have to play this game all over again to try and find that box.
But I cling to one memory, a glimmer of joy amidst the darkness.
I don't know where it would be.
Riding a bicycle 5 years ago, feeling the wind rush against my skin, and the freedom of breathing without fear or pain. It was a fleeting moment, but it remains burned into my soul. I choose to keep living despite the overwhelming
Good for
grief and
you.
emptiness.
All right.
Breathing is my purpose.
He didn't go through with it.
My reason for living. And I've come to realize that it is actually the most profound purpose of all.
All right, that went well. Ah, where was that box? Can't believe I missed that. Okay, I don't have to play through it all over again. It would be in this chapter. What? Is that a reference to something, Dragonite? Okay, it's in this chapter somewhere. I have no idea where, though.
It seemed that Sam's father, the mayor, had mob connections, and promptly used them against me. The hospital was obligated to let me go, especially after they organized some
that would be funny, actually. I mean, it'd be awful, but it'd be funny.
Things turned ugly.
There's the fox again.
They sullied
hey,
my
Fox,
name
can
all
you lead
over,
me to the
and
box I
couldn't
missed?
find a job anywhere after that.
Foxes, boxes. Boxes, boxes, doxes. Where could the box be? I feel like I checked every single branch, every single split in the path.
Being broke wasn't the only issue.
By the way,
shameless gossip was propagated all around town. And by the end, I'd lost touch with many a friend and family member.
Did EAS get back to you about the Rogue Sentry in this
was also inevitably down.
No, they did not. I could ask again. I might consider using the invincibility code because I can't beat that final boss. It's really hard. Okay, we got this box. We need to find one more box. Let's double check, make sure what it is we're looking for. We are looking for the Thinker, which is after the loser. Whoa. I picked up the what? The lover? No, the loser. Yeah, not the lover, the loser. If you cheat, you don't deserve the trophy for it. Yeah, right? I feel like Rogue Sentry is beatable. It's just really hard. That final boss is really difficult. Or I suck. You know, either or. Be on the lookout for a fork somewhere.
The propaganda was relentless. Rumors spread like wildfire, and my once supportive community turned against me. I could feel the stares and whispers everywhere I went.
What am I looking for? The Thinker? Looking for the Thinker. Yep, go ahead. Did you look behind you? Yep. Yeah, it was fun for me to find the cheat menu in, like, say, Sonic 2 on Genesis to find out that, oh, you could input this cheat code and teleport straight to whatever map you wanted. I thought that was pretty cool.
From the mob and the mayor's office.
Okay, I feel like this is most likely where I'm going to find the box. Like this big open area. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled. No, at the start, you mean. Well, it wouldn't be at the start because I've already found another box that comes before it in the trophy list. So it would have to be later on in the level. And I think that this might be it. This looks so sus right here. Ah, it wasn't it. Well, the good news is, now that I finished the game, I can go through the level over and over until I find it, so, hey, maybe it is at the beginning. Just turn around. I'll check if I can't find it again.
With no job prospects and dwindling savings, I was forced to sell my house and move into a small apartment on the other side of town. My parents were disappointed in me for losing my prestigious job and were ashamed of the rumors surrounding me.
No. Man, some of these corners are kind of dark. Like, kind of dim. Hard to see. Okay, now we're coming up on the winding path. That's probably another good place where it could be because there was a whole lot of time of nothing happening.
Rosie. She couldn't handle the scandal surrounding my name and didn't wish to risk her
Rosie's a jerk
by continuing our association.
I won't risk my job for our relationship. Ah, man. What on the left? Saw a slight offset. I'm going to back up. See if you could tell me what you saw. I'm going to back up even further. Yeah, back a bit more, okay? Before the rocks open. You mean here? Eyes must have been playing tricks. Hey, it's fine. It was worth backing up and checking out. It's not like I'm crunched for time anyway. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We will find that box, and you guys can help me. And by you guys, I mean Dwaggy Knight, because Dim Lord is busy being AFK. He's lurking. Always lurking. I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. Nope, you can't jump. There are no action buttons in this. All you can do in this game is just turn your camera and move your character.
As I packed up my belongings,
no jumping.
Memories of our past dates and conversations flooded my mind. How could she abandon me like this? After
She's a
everything
jerk.
we had been through, it was like a dagger to my heart.
Okay. This goes on for some time, this long and winding road here, which leads me to believe that it must be around here somewhere. Because this is a long section without a box or a trophy, you know, something to keep you engaged.
I couldn't blame her. The propaganda against me was cruel and relentless. Of course,
Poor foxes.
She didn't want any part of it. She deserved better than being with someone who was constantly being shamed and slandered.
Ah, that looked promising. Yeah. Just looking for anything. I'm not afraid to look up a walkthrough if I go through this chapter twice and I can't find it. Boulevard of Broken Dreams. What's that? Is that a song?
I thought about reaching
It is
out
a song,
to her,
okay.
begging for another chance. But I knew deep down that it wouldn't make a difference. The damage had been done and our relationship was beyond repair.
Your wife is a total jerk, man. Cared about her career more than supporting her husband? Man, you're better off without her. That's the biggest annoyance, is I have to listen to this stupid story every time until I find that box. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. How did I miss that the first time? It's behind this rock. There we go. Platinum trophy. I am not finishing this because I don't need to hear any more about his wife. He's better off without her. That's it. I've 100% of the game, guys. I took my time. I had fun. This was definitely an improvement over this guy's other games. Much better. And I'm glad he didn't jump off a cliff. Very nice. All right. Well, Purpose 1951 coming out on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X later this week. So, yeah. Finally, a true next-gen exclusive. There's no way I'm playing this again on Friday. Surely they got something else for me on Friday. And I'll double check about the Rogue Sentry. Not Rogue Sentry. Yeah, Rogue Sentry. Hold on, what was it? Yeah, Rogue Sentry. I'll double check about the Rogue Sentry thing. And hopefully I'll got an answer for you next time. Gonna ask Josh to let you play again for Friday and next week. There's the thought. Anyway, thank you to Dwaggy Knight, Dimlord, Andriah, and Jael for being here. Oh, and for the first time, Explora Doe. Shout out to the lurkers and shout out to everyone watching on YouTube afterwards. Developer of this game, I will gladly voice someone in any future games you make. Just send me an email. On behalf of East Asia Soft, I have been Skull. Have yourselves a great day and a great week. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.